hero. Space. One word. Lisa. Okay, now you're gonna do, hero dot, yeah, that.
Okay.
And then,
You're almost with you.
No, we're ready.
sure.
Almost with you. Huh?
Oh, we're ready whenever you are.
Okay, just give us a 1 more minute.
Wait, scroll down. 162, go to 162. Oh no, you gotta do new. New image. Okay.
Yeah.
Just the eye. And then surround that. Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, you can do the presentation, but don't close Okay, guys, whatever.
Okay.
So, Game of Life.
Okay, so
That's
this
the name of the game.
is gonna be the presentation for our game.
He's Jordan. I'm Steven.
I cannot hear you.
Me?
Yeah?
One T.
What was it? You gotta talk loud. This is a chance you get to talk to the public. So talk loud. Again, start again. Your name?
Class. My name is Steven.
Steven.
Yeah.
My name is Jordan.
Jordan.
My name is Lian.
Louder.
My name is Lian.
Yeah?
My name is One T.
I cannot hear you.
My name is One T.
Okay, now I got it. Yeah.
I'm Jorge.
Yeah, you are. Yes.
This
Thank
is
you.
this is the first slide in our presentation, and on the front we have a picture of one of the characters that's in our game. He's a character from Russian folklore, and so we wanted to include him as one of the main villains.
Alright.
Overview. So that's pretty much just a copy and paste of our specification. So that was the plan. Top-down view, retro 16-bit video game. It will be similar to Legend of Zelda. It'll have mazes where you interact with different characters and eventually defeat the final boss. And you have movement directions, up, down, left, right. Utilize weapons and items to help progress through your quest. And honestly, I think we kind of pretty much hit those marks. So I'll say that specification was like a success because we followed it. So we can run it.
Alright, this is a list of our group members and what roles they had. We decided these roles at the beginning of the project, and so everybody was going to complete these by the time that it was finished. And so basically I was the project manager, and I was going to code the game class, character class, the key input class, which controls the buttons that you press and to correlate to game movement, and also the weapons class for the different bullets that different characters can shoot.
And I guess I did the buffer image class, window class, UML, PowerPoint presentation, which is what you're seeing now, and the handler class. I was also in charge of like some sprites also, so that's just a bonus there.
I did the lock, ID, mouse input class, and also the thread class. And I actually took photos of the guinea pigs in the game.
Yeah, because the guinea pigs are the main character in the game.
And you did the trick.
Yeah.
So we did films of character animation together, and I wrote the fiction.
Yeah, I did the brief of character animation and the function.
Alright, so when you start playing our game, it starts with the first level. And in the first level is when you fight against the character Dehkodas clown, which you can see in the top corner. Every single level, once you defeat the main villain, and then you also destroy all the Hydraxes, you can click the finish button, which will take you to another level. So this is the second level.
This is the maze mode.
And this is the maze level. This is another mode that George wanted us to add to the game, and he designed this level himself. And this is level 3, which is the final level, and you get to play against our teacher in this level. and he's the most powerful villain.
He's impossible to defeat.
No, it's possible, but
It's
it's
really
very,
hard.
very hard.
You shoot Jupiters.
Most characters have a health bar attached to them, except for the main character where you can see the health bar is in the top. But this character has another one. Every time that the yellow bar fills up, he re-heals all his health. So if you don't defeat him in that time, then you have to start all over again. Alright, this is a screenshot of a Photoshop file that we have. This is how we design our levels. Inside of Photoshop, depending on which color it is, it will signify for the game to produce another element. So the pink ones produce the walls, the green ones pick where the Hydraxes go, and the red one picks where the enemy starts. And this is just the code where we run through that buffered. It turns it into a buffered image from the buffered image class. And then it takes this picture and with two if loops, or with a for loop as well, we run through every pixel inside. And depending on what color that it will return, it will pick to put the different object. And these are the different assets that we have for characters. Another buffered image controls this. And basically in every single type of character, there will be a location for where to pick the sprite to display.
Who did all this drawing?
Oh, I was the one who created these images, but I did the first.
Took the photo.
Yeah, he took the photos, and then
Yeah.
I edited the images of these two for their back and forth.
Using your Photoshop?
Yeah, but they changed it so that it would look like the characters are running in the game. So they made these two images and these two, and for these two characters, every half second it runs to the next frame, so it looks like the characters are running in the game.
Animation.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh yeah, and then these are where the enemies are stored, and these are just different bullets. For example, Abass Dehkodas can shoot a computer or Jupiter depending on if the yellow bar has been filled up or not. And then characters like Dehkodas Clown will shoot out a suitcase that he has.
Okay, so that's basically the UML we follow. As you can see, lots of the classes that he went over is there. For example, I believe the render function is found underneath. Well, it's made in the game, which is basically the main class, the game, very up top. But obviously you need a window for that, so that's where the window class comes, and that's how they're connected. And as you go down the line, the handler class pretty much handles the key inputs and rendering graphics and whatnot. All those, as you can see, we split them in inside the actual box. The first half are the variables, like private or public, or actually no, just private member variables. And then the second half of that little box is all the functions. So that's basically the pretty much like the format for all these UML boxes.
What that triangle is doing?
It's just an arrow.
Is what?
It's an arrow.
No, you know, some meaning.
Oh, well they're related. So
Yeah,
it's,
that- yeah, the diamond shape, what is it?
oh, well, that's not really, oh, the one at the bottom.
Oh, you mean these?
Diamond.
Oh, I thought you meant the one
No,
at
no,
the
no,
bottom.
I'm asking him. I'm
Oh.
asking him.
Well, no, that's actually what Steven's gonna cover,
Yeah.
the dynamic,
These are the child classes of the game object.
otherwise known as
I'm
inheritance.
confused, you say he got to cover and you talk
No,
about?
we talk about apps. So he
Yeah.
covers this part. I cover the game object, the child classes.
Yeah,
and
I'm
the
asking
inheritance.
for this diamond shape, what that means in the UML.
Means inheritance.
I don't know what
Process.
it means. When I
Process.
look at it, what it says,
Process,
this says
decision. Process.
has, so
Yes.
it's a has relation, right?
Yeah.
So if I paint it, what that means? If I make it dark,
Oh, if you fill it in.
then it owns it.
Yeah.
So there are different in here, has relation and owns, maybe you're talking about the dealership, and dealership owns the car.
Yeah.
That they own the car, then they put them on market, just talking
We
about
just-
some
yeah.
notations.
We
here.
just-
There are actually books after books that say what notations you have.
Yeah, we use it for the simple.
Okay, yeah, keep telling me.
Really good. And that is the end of our presentation. Now we're gonna start the game.
But the game is completely working.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, look at that. One more time. Is the game completely working?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
like that, Jordan. I know that. I want to hear that again because that's the complete one today. Yeah, okay.
Alright, so this is the menu that first loads. when the game starts up.
Nice design, I like it.
Yeah, here you have several different
I'm
options.
scared of that bottom one, what's that?
That's
Oh,
my-
this
that's my
is
pet.
this is the character that you play as in the game.
That's actually
I have to be Russian style.
That's actually a real pet that I have.
Oh yeah, it's at his house,
Okay.
That's actually a photo.
but it doesn't actually have a knife. That's fiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here you can, one of the main two things that you can do here is pick which game mode. If you play campaign, then you go through the 3 levels, but if you click this, it will switch to maze. And then you're gonna play the maze that George designed. And if you click this, it will change the controls from the WASD keys to up, down, left, or right, which is easier for left-handed people to play. If you click on this one, it will show an explanation of all the different controls in the game and as well as the credits.
Very nice design, I like it.
Excellent. Yeah. If you press here, it will quit, but don't do that, Steven. And then if you click play, so we can show you.
So this is how you play the game?
Yeah, so the
You're
objective
already
of-
losing?
Well, the objective of every
bad.
level is to destroy the main villain and then to eat the rest of the Hydraxes. And once the Hydrax count reaches 0, then you can click finish, and it will take you to the next level. If you click finish before that, then it'll bring you back to the menu.
Wait, I'll just repeat it.
So because he crashed into him, that caused you to go back to the menu, because every time you crash with the main villain, you get killed. The reason that we had all the levels in the PowerPoint is in case he can't get to the second level, but it shouldn't be that hard.
So who have played this one for testing?
we all did.
Yeah, we all played it many times.
You all played it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why, but
And you know what is missing from there, if I ask you? What do you think, if you had time, you would add to it?
I would make it so that every character had animation, because only the guinea pigs and the Hydraxes have
This is level
animation
2.
currently.
It's level
So,
2 right
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is one.
We would probably add more levels as well. We were only had time to
We
design
defeated
3 of them.
No, I'm actually looking, yeah, go ahead.
Your HP actually goes above your initial.
Oh no, that I left it intentionally.
Okay.
I could have had it so that if it
No,
equals
actually, I
100.
like everything about it, but if we had the music, then that would make it.
Oh, we
more.
would have done that as well. That was gonna be.
Music
We
is
actually
the
had the
one who makes the
songs,
game, because you don't have the music and you get, it's okay. I mean, I like it.
If we have like another few days, that was what we're gonna add as our last part of the game, the music. But the animation came before that, and sadly we only had time to finish that.
And Steven actually composes music, so we'll be using his music that he makes.
Okay, so this is level 3 times. This is where we defeat Professor
So probably
Dehkodas.
your computer, it would be definitely different color than it is in the screen, correct?
Yeah, it's a different.
Right, and in there it would be much clearer what this projector does to your game, it make it look not that nice, right? But that one is okay.
Yeah, it looks a lot nicer on the screen. It's probably just the projector. We can turn it around so you can see.
I can over there and see, because I think that's what they do to us too in there. So running the game?
Awesome.
Yeah, this is the. Yeah, there's nothing like what you said in here, it is changing the colors, yeah.
And then you're gonna see Professor.
Control Z.
But it's really hard to play against. Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah, he's really, you see
Yeah.
Jupiter?
You're fast.
Oh shit.
One Jupiter will kill me.
Isn't he the Russian too? Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that bad?
I cannot win, yeah. See,
Is
you
that
killed me.
bad?
You're that
You
good?
killed me.
Cannot be beaten.
No.
You're better.
We beat
You're
them
really
once.
good.
This game is good, man, you gotta see the game. Any comment for them? Why are you shaking your head, Donovan?
What? 'Cause I forget what you said.
No, I'm asking you should give them a credit for their game.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
guinea pigs.
Yeah, yeah.
The first guinea pigs, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so how long really it takes this to get there, to put together? Then
Oh,
you say, yeah, it was like,
It took a few like complete days of work.
so how do you meet each other?
Usually like on Fridays, me and George were meeting to work on it. Some Thursdays I met with them after school, and then Steven do it on the weekends.
And he never shows up.
He usually shows up.
I'm always at his house on
Yeah.
Saturdays.
No, we spend like the whole, every
I like
Saturday,
you
the whole
guys,
day.
that was really good, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I'll go those for the.
Yeah.
guys. Thank you all. You know what I've ever commented in here, I don't mean anything against any one of you. I appreciate all the work that you've done, but you realize when it's a teamwork, what is gonna happen here, there, and here. And then you can do